Tonight, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers taking on Nick Foles and the Chicago Bears.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay. And this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
Now we see the Packers coming out, their first drive on offense, and at the helm as always, their 8-time Pro Bowl quarterback in his 16th season now, Aaron Rodgers.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And now it's Valdez-Scantling on the end around. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Brought down.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have taken the early lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. You see Nick Foles coming out, the MVP of Super Bowl 52, as he will be the one to lead this Bears offense.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
6-yard pickup.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They run with Patterson. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Here's Foles. And able to find Graham. Complete. And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down. And Jimmy Graham, of course, a guy who has been around a while. Been with New Orleans, Seattle, and most recently with Aaron Rodgers and these Green Bay Packers the last 2 seasons. Had 93 catches in a Packer uniform and went over 1,000 yards combined in those 2 years as well. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up. That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Pretty good first down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Handed inside, quarterback tucks it and keeps it, quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Bears.
Here's Patterson. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And that is incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there's no space available, and incompletion as a result.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Now Foles. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. Foles. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Preston Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough 3rd and goal forthcoming. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown.
To Anthony Miller.
Anthony Miller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Returning it, John Ross. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 34-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 57 yards. With that last pass, he just went ahead of Warren Moon on the all-time NFL career passing yards list.
And that's Hall of Famer Warren Moon. A significant...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Paul Richardson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fade.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Ross on the return. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And 2 at the 36-yard line.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. Someone jumped.
Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Rodgers now to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37, as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Jalen Johnson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 22-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie up to make the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So we have reached. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
14. Bears 7.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Fielded in the end zone, and the half will begin with a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road in just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Marcel Darius able to record his 5th sack of the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Packers now to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat of this ball game as well. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Slant to Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him a more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That's good.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
38-yard line.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up third and...
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
4-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. This is caught, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL,
and he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And a loose football, and the Packers pick it up, and they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
Again, it's Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Now 3rd down and 3.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Give them a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Now Jones. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Brings up 4th and goal.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Alan Lazard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now a man open down the middle of the field and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
1st down, Bears.
From the shotgun. He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Gain of 23 yards. And the Bears first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Foles. And he finds his tight end, Graham. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears cut into that lead.
Extra point.
Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
Kick is good.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
They're looking. This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one good for 37 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal. At the 9-yard line.
On 2nd and goal. Rodgers, that is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20.
Foles and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And quickly into the hands of Robinson.
Foles pass.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
It's 2nd.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Foles. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now, it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game, they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Rodgers looking to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive, and also give him a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Down Chicago.
He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Intended for Allen Robinson. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Foles. And this will be caught by Mooney. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st down, Bears.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And they're not able to complete it. Now just 6 seconds remain. Time for one, maybe 2 more plays. To throw on 2nd and 10. Foles. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their 1st. And it's 3rd down now. 3rd down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Green Bay, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2.